lit a dried chunk of pine pitch on fire. This is what it's doing. It basically just turns molten, burns and drips. It's been burning for about a minute, not too long. It'll burn pretty quick, but really hot. So if you need some accelerator, even when it drips down, it's still on fire. There's not a lot of sap around here that I can find. So I got lucky and just found this ball, dried sap, and I could only tell that it was sap and not a rock just because it had that little tiny knob right there that looked like sap. That's how I knew. If I hadn't seen that, it would have just blended in and looked like a rock. But I love that stuff because you can keep that. You can use it to make glue, mix it with some charcoal, and you can, apparently you can eat it. That looked pretty old, I probably wouldn't eat it. But then you can also use it for accelerator. Look at that, it just melted onto the end of the log and caught the end of the log on fire. That's crazy. And yeah, there is a fire over there, but that's way over there. This is burning just by itself with the sap. So if you lit that on fire with a lighter, it's not going to take a spark, that's for sure. But if you lit it on fire with a lighter or just had some leaves that would burn long enough to light that, then you could set that on your wood, and that thing will just burn by itself and it'll dissolve, and then do this to your firewood. And this is some punky, damp wood, and it's still burning it, so it's pretty good. That's dried pine sap for you. Look at how good this fire is burning. It's insane, there's not even that much wood in there. I busted off some pieces of bark and some chunks off that pine stump. And it's all like just punky and rotted, but it's got some good sap in it. And that stuff burns like crazy because you can see the black smoke in there too. That's all the sap burning, but I mean, that whole thing is just engulfed in flames. It's insane how hot that burns. Normally fires don't burn like that. You're only going to get that with a Dakota. Especially if you're to dig them down. They don't get much airflow, so they just burn real slow. But this thing, it's like a flamethrower. It's crazy.